The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.
All right, so the top 10 baby names is out again. And there's no real surprises in this list. I know this is very much...
No. How often do they release them? Is it once a year situation? Or?
Usually once a year. I'm
interested in this.
You are?
Trends, because I like seeing when old names come back. You know how it kind of skips a generation and comes back.
You'll be very happy because there are a lot of old school names.
Australia or is it worldwide?
This is Australia.
Yeah, okay.
No, if it was America, we'd be in trouble, but I'll come to those names soon. Some of the trending names in America. But top 10 boys as Noah, Oliver.
Oh, Noah and Oliver.
Theodore, Luca, Henry, Leo, Hudson, Charlie and Lucas.
Geez, they're all pretty
They're all quite old school.
They are, but they're pretty hip.
And
you know what I mean?
What was
the third one there?
Theodore.
Teddy, you get Teddy.
Oh, yeah, but when was the last time?
Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, no, I've got a Teddy. My youngest is Teddy.
Oh, really?
But
you got a Teddy.
It's
Theodore?
Edward.
Ah.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Because wasn't Roosevelt, wasn't he? He was an Edward, wasn't he?
In my mind,
Or was he
Theodore.
Theodore? Oh, look, I'm
Theodore
just making
Roosevelt.
stuff
No,
up
it was
now.
definitely Theodore Roosevelt.
But I've noticed there's no J names because you know that J names are notoriously not bad people, but like, have you ever met like a non-dodgy Josh?
Hang on, give me a second.
Haven't seen.
Our audio engineer used to be Josh.
He's a bit dodgy.
And he's not here anymore, is he?
He's not. He's in the States.
HR got him.
Oh.
No, they did not. They did not get
might
him.
have.
He was a nice guy.
Yeah, Josh has always got
What, Jeffries? Yeah. Oh, Jeffrey. There's some bad Jeffries out there.
Yeah, he's not a good one, is he?
No, there's some bad Jeffries.
He didn't kill himself. And okay, let's get to the girls' names.
Yes, go on.
Fucking Nick out there.
Matilda.
Charlotte.
Is Matilda up there?
Oh, no, but I'm writing an article about the name Matilda at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's about patriotic Australians, but they won't wear thongs or celebrate Australia Day, but they will celebrate Triple J. It's like a real type that named their kids Matilda.
I'm up for that.
Yeah.
All right, so there's Charlotte, Amelia, Olivia, Mia, Isla, Chloe, Harper, Evelyn, and Sophia.
Okay.
None of those great, which is nice.
None of those what?
None of them great.
No, they're all pleasant names.
Oh, great.
And they haven't add like Lynn or Lee on the end of everything.
I would potentially call my firstborn daughter Charlotte.
Is that ever going to happen?
I don't know.
It's like-
Who the hell
Is that a
But
discussion?
you know what? I
Have
fell
you
in.
ever had that discussion?
Nah,
No.
never had that discussion. But I did fall in
I
love.
want Charlotte.
I fell in love with a girl called
I've
Charlotte
got a
once.
good story
really?
about the name Charlotte.
Okay, I've never known a bad one.
No, exactly. Because my sister, I always had my name picked out. I was going to call my first daughter Olivia. And then my sister fell pregnant before me, and our nana called Olive was on her way out. And she asked me politely, she said, can I please give my daughter the name Olivia? And I went, fine. Okay, my next name's Charlotte.
Yeah.
She fell pregnant again. And she's like, oh. And so she asked my mum. She said, Mum, can you ask Nikki if I can have the name Charlotte, please? So she had that one. Then when she got pregnant a third time with another girl, me still knocking out boys, can't seem to get my girl. And then she just called me and said, what do I call it? And so we called it Georgia. But then she just had a boy. She called it Maverick. That was not a name that I gave her, clearly.
Maverick.
Right.
Yeah,
But,
wow.
but there are a lot of weird names out there. I was reading...
What's the go with the American ones? Are they off
All
the
right.
chart or what?
Let me read some of these to you. Okay. Bush.
I was about to say to you, they go more political in America.
Yep. There's a lot of Bushes
Oh, is
out
that-
there.
is
A
that what
lot
it
of
was in
Bush in
reference to?
America. It's trending.
What? First name for a guy or a girl?
Yeah, they've brought Bush back.
Is
no,
it-
for a boy. A
That's a
male
boy.
name.
That's
used
calling your daughter
sporadically
Bush.
What
in
did
the
you-
late
did you
19th
think that-
century.
Well, no, imagine calling your son Bush.
But see, that could be Charlotte's middle name for you.
Charlotte Bush.
There are quite a few people out there called COVID and Corona.
Why?
Yeah, you know, people, they're probably knocked out like
It's such
eight.
a
And they're like,
special
let's have a
time.
laugh with
Yeah.
the last two.
That's ridiculous. It's a virus.
Diva Muffin.
What,
Frank Zappa, he called his daughter Diva Muffin.
Frank Zappa called his daughter.
Dorcas.
Oh, come on.
But Dorcas is an old school name. You know the movie Seven Brides for
Spell
Seven
that.
Brothers?
Spell that.
Dorcas. It's an old Hebrew girl's name, but it hasn't aged well.
Dorcas Maximus.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.
Weird baby names after the latest list came out.
All right, so have we got a caller on the line?
We do indeed. I mean, you were joking before, Lutzi, with a name that you said, but Callie, what have you got?
I've got Maximus
Okay.
Is it like a legit name that they got across the line?
as a legit name. Back in the 12 years ago when my mum had my brother, she wanted to call him Maximus,
So-
and she was set on it.
Bit of gladiator theme going on there.
Yeah.
And he cops Max.
So is Max, if someone's just called Max, no, I know a Max,
Yeah.
is he Maximilian? Like, what's his actual
Yeah,
name?
he might be Maximilian.
Or, or Maximus.
Or Maximus, that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. So it's
Yeah.
not that crazy, I guess. Because no one, I don't know, maybe people, I just Max these
I reckon
days.
Maximus is a cool name, but it's a lot to live up to, you know.
You want to be a tough little fella, wouldn't
Yeah, you would. Because everyone would be like, oh, you're making up that you're minimus.
Maximus.
Yeah, especially if you rolled with the name Maximus
But-
all
but
the
Nathan,
time.
look-
You start getting minimus. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome, actually.
Nathan, what do you got, mate?
Morning, guys. How are we?
Oh, we're all right. Nathan, how's Bribey treating you?
Bit retiree-like.
Good on you.
I'm surprised you're even up. Actually, no, you had to get up to have your pills.
He's put money on
Nah,
tea-
settle down. I'm not that old.
Well, why in Bribey? Anyway,
So I've got 4 kids. So the oldest one's Hayden. It's not too unique, but the next 3 I've got Talon, Amalia, and Taj.
oh, hello. You went a bit wild with Talon. I hear Talon. I imagine claws. Now, is that
claws.
that male or female Talon?
Male.
That's male. Okay.
Yeah.
And where did Talon come from?
We actually we were struggling to pick a name, and we were watching a show called Laguna Beach
Laguna.
on TV many years ago, and that come up, and we both sort of looked at each other and went, "That's it."
That'll
So
do.
we went with Talon.
Talon.
Laguna Beach. Has
Does
a-
it have a
Laguna
meaning?
Beach, that's the... I want to check that out.
Yeah. Look,
It
is
was-
that like a British kind of dating?
No, it wasn't reality. It was actually
It was an American show. Like it was sort of around the same time as the OC.
Yeah.
Students of Laguna Beach High School go through various challenges in their personal and academic lives, but
Yeah.
strive to overcome them. Laguna Beach, 5.5 stars out of 10 on IMDb.
Thanks, Nathan.
And Deanne, we've got it written up on the board here, but I can't begin to understand how it's
Wait,
pronounced. What have
stop.
we got?
Yeah, so I went to high school with a girl, and at her baby shower, you play lots of games, and it's like, oh, let's come up with a baby name. What do you think she'll call her baby? And her sister came up with this name, and they ran with it. It is spelled Qwirhys. Quirrys.
Quirrys. Sounds like a cream you'd use on like something itchy. What?
I mean, they call her Reese for short.
That's
so,
good. Reese's good.
Yeah, but
Because the
I
last
think it would be difficult to teach your child how to spell their name.
And anyone else ever again. Let's hope she doesn't get into media because people can't even spell Osborne right.
he doesn't even remember it. Ash.
Quirrys.
Yeah, you get Reese. That's ridiculous.
Did you give her a hard time for calling her this name?
No, look, you do you, boo. Like, that's your child and that's your family. So,
And that is
You
a
do boo you
friendship
is the name of the other
saving.
kid.
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
I went at the end of my holidays. I went down, sort of, because there was fires in LA, so I sort of wanted to get away from them, obviously. And went down the beach a bit to a place called Hermosa Beach, which is really nice.
But that's still a part of LA, is it?
Yeah, it is, but it was just away from the danger zones of the fires. And I thought I'll stay on. They're nice beaches. They're not as good as our beaches,
not.
quite
No,
frankly.
no
They're
one
nice.
can compare.
No, I mean, no. In fact, they're nowhere even remotely close.
But they are still nice. Like you get a surf and all that
It-
type of
it
stuff.
was
But
the
it's just
nice-
not as beautiful.
Yeah, in fact, the beach.
We're lucky.
Yeah, the beaches are probably as far from the road to the beach, to the water. They're long or wide beaches.
But you're
like our
just there for
beaches
the
are.
women rollerblading, right? Down that way?
Well, it's funny you mention that because I got a I stayed at a hotel, so it's that situation where you've got the rollerblade /
Yes.
jogging / the pathway.
Yes, I know the way.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it's beach right there, and there's volleyball courts
Yes.
as well, beach volleyball courts. So, and I got a room. I thought I was getting
That's old school, isn't it?
Yeah, and I thought I was getting a room, like looking out over, so looking down on the walkway / rollerblade area, and then the beach. But I was actually on the ground level, so my room was a nice room, and had a little lounge room, and then you open the door, and there was a little sort of what do you call it? A balcony,
A
veranda?
balcony, a
but ground level.
Yes.
So with it then a little sort of like...
Is this your review for Airbnb or is this a story? This
No,
is going
it's
somewhere.
going, it goes somewhere.
All right.
But the point is the balcony, and then there was a little, not much more than knee height, a little, like a little bench. And then literally if I was sitting on my little balcony, I could high five runners.
You're in the Passaggiati.
I'm right there.
It's happening.
Yeah, it's right there. You're in the thick of it, And there was beach volleyball playing right in front of me. I thought, how good's this? So I sat down for a bit, but the sun was out, so I said, I'll have a nap. So I go back inside, and it's got those shutter blinds. The shutter, I was getting burnt. Okay, so there's shutter blinds. So I close the shutter blinds because I'm sleeping, obviously, and people could literally be walking past, seeing a guy on his bed. And I just had a nap for an hour or whatever, and then came back out, the sun's not as hot, and I come out and there's two of those wooden beach seats.
Yeah.
On my little thing. And one of them's got like on the arm of the seat, it's like yellow liquid dripping down then onto my balcony and dripping down into the drain. It's obviously urine. What's some dirty bastards
From up above?
No, I don't know. In my mind, I think it's someone's jogging past. Oh. And they've just gone, I've got to go. Just jump over here and piss on this guy's balcony. Like, it was urine. It was...
So it was?
Well, it couldn't be anything else. It was urine. It was... And I'm like...
I'm saying it hadn't
There's
dripped
no
from
way.
upstairs.
No,
You didn't look
unless
up.
someone's
No,
stood on their
no.
balcony upstairs. Why would they do that? There's a toilet in their room. So it's definitely someone's come in from...
A passerby.
A passerby's come in and basically pissed on my seat. And then it's driven. It's like... And I was actually
Maybe that's
angry.
how they bag seats in Hermosa Beach.
But it's not their seat. It's my.
Yeah, it's your private property.
It's a belt. Like you'd have to, it was waist height where you'd have to step over to a garden bed to get into my area.
Okay, so they've put in a solid effort to get over the hedge.
Well, I was about to ring reception, and I thought, no, I'm going to walk up there. Not that it's their fault. I'm saying someone's pissed on my thing. Like this, can you come and clean it? Like it's disgusting. Like it's gross. But as I was about to do it, I realised it was my lack of humanity. I hadn't even contemplated the thought that it wasn't a human being, which the more I thought about it, it was probably just a bird. It was probably not a human. It was probably an animal, a bird.
Or
like a seagull.
I don't think birds take leaks.
Well, which begs the question, then everyone's been shat on by a bird, but I don't think I've ever seen a bird pee.
No. I don't know they do, mate.
What do you mean they don't? They got to.
It's a package deal.
No,
Yeah, I
know.
think it's a 2-in-1 deal.
Yeah, it's like bundled.
Yes.
It's a bundle package.
So you're saying a bird couldn't just take like urinate?
I've never seen it happen.
No, I never have.
This is fascinating.
Because this is my point. Because I thought, you know what? Here I was thinking it was some human being, and it probably wasn't. It was probably an animal. I don't know what other animal it could be though, other than a bird.
Unless it's a dog, like a big dog.
No, but
could get over.
It would have had to have jumped the balcony.
It was just a weird for someone to step over and piss on the seat, like in the corner.
Maybe they didn't step over. Maybe they just angled it over as well.
But everyone could see them if
Harbour
they did that.
bridged it.
Everyone be able to see them if they did that. It's just strange. I don't understand. I have no answer to how it happened.
Mystery
But
liquid, and you reckon it's bird pee?
I ended up calming down and thinking it was an animal, not a fellow human that did it to me. But I don't know.
Maybe birds are just incredibly private. Like they're happy to shit on everyone.
Well, no one's ever been peed on by a bird when you think about it.
No.
Well, I don't think it happens, mate. I don't
So
think
you
it happens.
reckon they bundle it together?
Oh, it's a 2-for-1 deal.
Did they take in liquids?
Mitch, it's a 2-for-1 deal, isn't
I think it's a
it?
twofer.
Unless
Do
every
birds
time,
drink?
Every time you're out walking,
Yeah,
though,
they
and
drink. They do drink.
You do feel like little splatters, and you think, "Oh, sun shower. Maybe that's it."
Well, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I was trying to have faith in humanity and think it wasn't a human. But now you've switched me back again. It was a freaking human.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
Something's just happened right now that I said to Nikki. I said yesterday, I said, this will happen. It'll happen, and it's happening right now.
Didn't take long.
Where you go out to the kitchen in between songs
Yep.
and you make a cup of coffee, cup of tea, or something like that, and you get involved in a conversation. Generally, it involves David. It certainly does at the moment.
Who's also missing. Producer
Yeah.
Alicia's just run off to get him. Don't get him. Let them come back on their own.
No, let Nikki experience that horrible feeling that you get from time to time where you realise the show's on and you're not in the studio.
I'm just having a look. She's taken her pass. I was just wondering,
Yeah.
you'd be at the door just
Oh, yeah,
like,
she
where
comes.
is this thing?
I told you this would happen, didn't
A
I?
show and a half it took, Nikki.
I think it was just this morning. Was it this morning I said this will happen from time to
I
time?
would blame Lutzi. He's
Yeah.
telling me about all these brain gummies that he has to chew so he can think. Because I said to him,
How do you stay so switched on, Lutz?
do you ever come into work and you just can't think straight? Like, that's how I'm feeling this morning. He said,
Yeah. You corrupted her, mate.
Sorry, guys.
You corrupted her.
We're out there talking about stimulants.
and instead of drinking Red Bull, we're using Red Bull.
Yeah.
We're users now.
We're users of Red Bull.
You can't eat the bloody show out there. I said, we on air?
I can't believe this is day 2 and I've
Come
missed
on,
a
that
segment.
is so bad.
You got through day 1 like blemish free. Like
aside from swearing twice. I
Oh
dropped
no,
the
that's true.
F-bomb
Actually,
once.
yeah, you did. You
We
dropped
had to
the
give
F.
away a whole heap of money. But no,
She was out there chatting with Dee about ballroom dancing.
I was. But this is a trait of mine. I always stuff up in the first few days. That's where I get all the mistakes out of the way. Like I remember, hang on, you did that too, didn't you, Ash?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, early. Yeah, well, I had a...
He reminded me yesterday, because you two are both have hosted quiz shows.
shows.
in your
Yes, we're talking
careers.
about that off air.
His
Yes,
first day
and
was
on my
horrendous.
first day of hosting a quiz show on the ABC, this is many years ago, head to head. You can check it out somewhere or other with video.
Is it on the
You
internet?
have to
It's on the
get-
internet
You'll
somewhere?
have to get the DVD.
Dust it off.
Yeah. No, but filming the very first episode of it, Nikki, studio audience, the whole shebang. I had to run up onto a podium to say welcome along to the show.
Dangerous.
I've tripped on the final step as the smoke's going off and the streamers and all the rest of it. I landed flat on my face.
And you smashed your nose.
Smashed
but
my
you kept
nose.
going.
My eyes were watering. Then they had to actually say, "Cut, mate."
Was the crowd all, oh.
Oh, yeah, at the time, yeah.
But
So-
people don't realise how
It's good
dangerous.
to get it out of the way early.
It is.
Yes.
Just make a complete ass of yourself day 1 and then it lowers everyone else's expectations and then you can just kind of coast through. But I did the same thing. I used to be a dealette on Deal or No Deal. And
That's the briefcase.
that's the
holder.
briefcase thing. Yeah, that's how you meet a prince and marry one. Like that's Meghan Markle. She used to be a dealette.
Did she really?
Yes, famously a
What, and
dealette.
Harry was a contestant? I mean, pre-Harry.
He picked the wrong case.
Didn't he just?
But yeah, so I did that because I was studying advertising at the time, and you only have to work 10 minutes because you walk out with your case, and then you go backstage for another 2 hours, and that's when
So
I
you
do
were
all my
dead set.
briefs.
You were dead set. One
I
of
was
the
holding the
people holding
case,
it.
but on my
How
first,
many dealettes are there?
like 25 of us. 25 hot women in a caravan. You'd love that. Like,
Oh my
it'd be
God!
your
And the
utopia.
dream last night. Aspley Caravan Park. I don't know why it was there. All the places I could have. Anyway, keep going.
Anyway, I mean, this was not my first day, but basically I did the show because you're wearing wigs, so no one would know it was me, except the one day when they go for a Hawaiian theme and they're like, no wigs today, ladies, you're wearing your own hair. I'm like, oh, great. Anyway, we're standing backstage and I'm saying to the girls, my shoe strap's broken. They're like, oh, I should get that fixed. I'm like, no, I never get picked. Out we toddle.
Oh,
heels?
yeah,
High
right.
heels?
So they pick a case.
High heels,
So
yep.
Otherwise, you're just background.
He picks my case. And I confidently strut down the runway. My shoe gives way. I tumble the whole way down and take out both the host, Andrew O'Keefe,
Oh, yeah,
and the
right.
contestant and take them to the ground.
In fairness, you're the least of his problems. But is there any vision of that? It rings a bell, but no.
I'm
it
sure.
wouldn't
No, it hasn't done the rounds. But I
Right.
got up and I said, see, I do my own stunts.
be. They would have loved that.
They did love that.
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.
Nikki, you and I both live on the coasts.
We
and,
do.
And travel to Brisbane
Yes.
each day. Most days. Some days I stay up
Different coasts,
in Brizzy.
though.
You're sunny coast on Gold Coast.
Coast to coast.
Yeah.
Coast. Get it
They
all
come
covered
from
here.
different places. But where I live, we're on the coast, sort of north surface up there. Just sort of.
He's very vague, so the paparazzi don't know where to find.
I just, I respect my privacy.
Please respect his
Yeah.
privacy, people.
Yeah,
if
no,
you're listening to this.
we're in surface, but we're in an apartment, and in our apartment,
Nicky's at 38. No, I won't say what you
no,
live.
don't give
Exactly,
me
no.
that. But our lift, it's an older apartment, and the lift has given way, so we have to replace the lift. And we went through this. Did we go through this last year or the year before here at Nova, where our lift, they replaced the lift here at work?
I reckon it was about 12 months ago. Yeah.
And we had to, for how long? 6 months? Were we
Felt like it.
walking up and down the stairs? I reckon it was at least 6 months.
4 floors, is it? third floor?
We're third floor.
Third floor. I should know
Third
that by now,
floor
shouldn't I? I
here.
press the button every day. But it feels like it's 4.
4 circuits. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot. It's a fair walk
So
up.
you guys were probably fit then. That's when they should have got your promo shots.
Yeah, that's when we got. That's
At
when
the end of that 6 months.
That's when we should have
Good
done the
point, actually.
billboards.
Yeah. But with ours, it literally just stopped last Monday, the 13th. That was that they came in, they've stopped the lift, and it's now 3 months in our apartment. They're saying 3 months that it'll be.
How high is your building?
Yeah, how many steps?
We're on the first floor, so we're lucky. We're only 1 floor up. But
It's
yeah,
like 8
Rory,
floors.
it's 10 floors. And
bloody Rory.
Rory lives upstairs in the penthouse, and he's left actually. Rory, he's a pensioner now. He's retired, but he's
So Rory was old.
yeah, well,
in
he's
the penthouse.
Yes, and
What, he left because of the lift situation?
yeah, because
He's in a wheelchair.
It's 3 months. Well, he's got a bad hip. He's not in a wheelchair,
No,
but
he's got a bad
He
hip.
does have a bad hip, but he'd have to go like 10.
You couldn't do that every day.
for 3 months like that, and it's the It's like the fire staircase too. So it's like you're going up the.
It's tight turns.
Yeah. So he's taken off on a cruise actually.
That's a good
good on
idea.
him.
That's where he belongs.
Yeah, he's doing a 3-month cruise and he'll come back in the lift. But I'm worried because I'm a bit sceptical because we had to renovate the unit and at the start and it never goes on time. Like, forget about budget. It never goes
Well, I
on
feel
time
like
as well.
The lift here was a lot longer than they said it was. I'm sure it
Yes,
was, right?
it
Yeah.
was. It feels like I was like this 3 months could become 6 months. But I'm not in the habit yet of not going to the lift because
Yeah.
it's just such an automatic thing to do. And because I get so tied up on my phone sometimes, like yesterday, for example, I went to leave the unit. I got to go down the fire escape, but I walk out. I go to the lift and I press the button on the lift. And for some reason, you press the button on the lift.
The light comes on.
The light comes on. So
You get a bit of
So
hope.
you're thinking it's happening.
it's just
Maybe
like
it's
every
time.
other time you've used the lift. And I sat there and watched that Dave Chappelle intro from Saturday Night Live that he did on the weekend.
Yes.
He hosted Saturday Night Live. I watched his entire monologue.
Waiting for a lift.
Not twigging that the
And
lift did not arrive.
Yeah, and once it finished, I was thoroughly entertained. Once it finished, then I sat there and continued to wait. And then you go, oh, you idiot. They found it.
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.